Hello, it's Michelle from the Purple Pumpkin blog, here today with a book review. This is a book that's sent to me as part of the Parragon Book Buddies scheme that I'm part of. You can check out all the other reviews that I've done on my blog. I'm still sorting it all out after the transfer, so some links aren't working, but I will add the link to all the other book reviews in with this video. Right, this month's, in fact actually it's last month's now, book is called One Pot 60 Super Speedy Recipes on the Table in 30 Minutes. And normally, or rather in the past, I've always done written reviews, but I thought it would be more fun to show the actual book, which is why I switched to video reviews for the books. This one's quite a large book, which is why I'm kind of out of shot for this one, which isn't a bad thing. And I would show you the book instead, because I found I have recorded this video a couple of times and I was sort of holding it up and you couldn't really see and it was a bit rubbish. So instead I'm going to try and read upside down, like a teacher would to her kids, the classroom children, and show you the book this way instead. So the book is £12, or the recommended retail price is £12, and the blurb on the back says, super fast food ready in a flash. For one pot meals that are on the table in 30 minutes, this is the ultimate go-to guide. The recipes include quick casseroles and stews, speedy salads and soups, and express tray bakes and grills, plus fast twists on family favourites and ideas that might surprise you. And obviously there's some more there, which I won't read out. But we will open it up. Like it says, it tells me that it's got 60 recipes, which is good because I really like one pot cooking, and it's easy to run out of ideas as time goes by. So this will be something else to sort of trigger the creative cooking recipe juices in my brain. It's split up into 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of recipe areas. There's a section there for useful information, got your introduction and your index. So we've got super quick poultry, made in minutes meat, fast fish and seafood, and speedy vegetables and beans. So here we start with, it's obviously the introduction about one pot cooking, really nice food photography, not too fussy. I'm not a big fan of overly styled food. I like a little bit of styling, but sometimes cookery books, in my opinion anyway, can really do so much food styling it takes away from the food, which, you know, in a recipe book I think you just want to know what the product looks like at the end, or if they've got a couple of step-by-step photos. But that's just my opinion, and I think you'll sort of see with the food photography on my blog as well that I tend to focus completely on the food and very rarely will have too many props in the background. But like I said, that's just me and my opinion. So I'm always quite happy when I see a recipe book focus on the food rather than the styling. So you've got hints and tips here. It is quite hard reading upside down, I've got to admit. And we get to the poultry section. So I'm just going to quickly scan upside down to see what would jump out at me for my family. I think the chicken and dumplings, which is there. There's a stir fry. When I've looked through this book before, I can't sort of sit here and say that's what I would class as a one pot meal. Especially something like a stir fry. To me, that's just a stir fry. But you know, I think we have all have our own sort of interpretations of what one pot cooking is. But let's jump forward to chicken and dumplings, which is page 34. Actually, chicken gumbo that I've landed on. My husband would really like that. In fact, I would as well, but I don't like celery, so that would, I'm afraid, have to come out. And actually, since I'm on this page, which I've happened to open first, the recipe is written telling you when you've got this amount of time left to go. Is it back here? Yeah. What you should kind of be doing. And this is fabulous. And, you know, I think we all live in this world now these days that we're rushing around and we haven't got time to cook dinner, and sit around with our family and we're rushing from here to here and checking our phones for that and checking our emails for something else, that I do think we live in this really sad world, to be honest with you. And I know this is more of a personal thing than a review, but I do think we're just such in a rush that we just don't take time anymore. But you know, when you do have 30 minutes before you have to dash out from school to an after school club, or you're popping out, or you need to, I don't know, whatever, you know, this is a really good thing because it tell you where you need to be in the time frame. So the recipes are written out a little bit differently in this book, but I think it's a more natural way of cooking, you know. At least me personally, I rarely follow recipes. I just make things up as I go along, and this seems like it's almost like a nicer way of recipe presentation. They've got some pictures here of different steps, and obviously of the finished dish. And let's carry on going to the next section, which is made in minutes meat. So chimichurri steak. Which again is not, to me, is not a one pot dish, but I have had chimichurri steak before in Florida, and it was really nice. So the chimichurri sauce is a really nice sauce to go on the side with steak. So I will definitely be trying this recipe out when I get the chance. Keep going through. As you can see, really nice food photography. And let's see, what is this? Italian sausage sub. Have I gone to another chapter? Or am I still on meat? I think I might still be on meat. See, again, that one's not particularly one pot to me, but you know, what can you do? Another stir fry there with pork and cashew and lime. All right, okay, here we are on to fast fish and seafood. I don't know what that is. That looks really nice. Must be some sort of clam bake or something. What have we got here? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, maybe that's paella. Maybe, do you think? Possibly. Oh, seafood bake there, 102. I wonder if that's that. 98. Yeah, there we go. So, I have noticed, as you probably have as well, there's little, what are they called? Highlights. It's got cook's tips there. What does that say? I can't really read it because it's a script font and I can't read that upside down. I'm really sorry. All right, if fresh seafood isn't available to you, do you want a... Oh, I'm sorry, I have to turn it around. I can't read it and I need to read it now. If fresh seafood isn't available or you want a cheap alternative, substitute with frozen. Many supermarkets carry bags of mixed seafood that will do nicely. Thaw the seafood before cooking. So there's a tip on how to save money. And this must be actually, when we look back on the blurb, where it said about fast family favourites and ideas that might surprise you. So I would imagine that that's sort of that what's referring to. And there's another tip there. Tuna noodle casserole. That's like something I remember making in school. And let's go through. Are we on the last section yet? Really nice double page spread there of you know, the ingredients and the various recipes, possibly from the section. Okay, here, I think we must be here now. Yeah, and speedy veggies and beans. So, you know, if you're a vegetarian or if you eat vegetarian food, then, you know, there's a section here for you. So it's not just for the carnivores. Let's have a look. Oh, I bet that's nice. An Orzo vegetable soup. Like I said, more double page spreads there of food photography. That looks really nice. A bean chili, pesto, mushroom stroganoff, rice and peas with tofu. That's interesting. I wonder if that's got like jerk seasoning on it or something. I know, time, blah, blah, blah. Another tip. And we reach the end with the index and then preparation techniques. I'll turn that around just so I can see that a little bit better. it says knowing how to prepare ingredients in the best way and what a recipe means when it calls for blending, for example. So this is, you know, a good book if you're not particularly confident in the kitchen. So it really does go through things. Actually, do you know what? This would be a fab book to give to students just moving out for the first time, or, you know, when your kids move out of home, or, you know, it'd be a nice housewarming gift for like a newlywed couple that maybe haven't got a clue how to cook. All in all, there's some really nice recipes in there. I'm not convinced that they're all what I would personally call one-pot cooking, but nonetheless, they're all ready in 30 minutes, which in this time poor world that we live in these days, which, like I said at the top of the video, is really sad, is a good thing. And that is my book for this month, or rather, like I said, last month. One pot, 60 super speedy recipes from Parragon Books, for £12 recommended retail price on the back. And oops, there you go, that's better. So I will see you next month for another book review. It'll probably be sooner rather than later because I was a bit late doing this one. Do please subscribe to my channel, which will be here somewhere. That's where I'm going to have to put it because that's where I pointed. And yeah, I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.